Tonight on the Broalition, we learned that there's something that sucks more than Bruce Springsteen.
Whoa.
Roll the intro.
Deep from a bunker in a top secret location. In southern Indiana comes a gathering of the Gospel Broalition. If it's religion, politics, cars, guns, cigars, and anything else flammable, we're talking about it. For men, by manlier men. Get it? Got it? Good. This is the Gospel Broalition. And here are your hosts, Pastor Lee, J.R. Robinson, and the Hoosier Hillbilly, Mike Paul.
I'm just kidding. Somebody's like,
Oh, wait a minute.
Scripture's boring? Yeah. Can't believe you said that. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Pastor Lee here, joined on my right by Mike Paul, the Hoosier Hillbilly. To the left, Dauntless Gaming's J.R. Robinson, who's actually back on the air now, since taking a 4-week hiatus to lather up and rub stuff all over his car.
Seeing it, it's not pretty.
I know. Joined as always in the studio by our producer, Let's Go Cameron. And back from his hiatus at the Vegetarian Nudist Colony.
Hey, I think he really enjoyed it.
Sweet Tony back in the house.
He was there an awful long time.
He was there a long time.
I think he really liked it.
He said they finally let him out.
Yeah, it got too cold in his... And you guys know how it is when you get cold. So
that's all it took. They're like, you're out, Tony. Can't be here anymore.
Oh, what did he say?
Huh?
Did he say anything?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
All he said is they finally let him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
So we're going to talk about the news, and surprise, it has something to do with COVID. Of course, everything does. I don't care anymore. I'm going to say COVID, vaccine,
We can say whatever we
Your
want as
mom's
long
a
as we
slut.
don't,
I'm gonna
as
say it
long as
all.
we
I don't
don't
care.
discourage
Yes.
vaccination.
Please go
We're not
get
just. I don't care what you do. I really don't. I don't care.
It's like it's
You
done
can
now.
walk around like a Mexican pincushion. I don't care. I don't know what that looks like, by the way, but I'm sure it's.
I'm assuming it's
colorful, I guess. I can get a jab in both arms. I don't care. Walk around with an IV that's got the vaccine in it. I don't care.
Some people would. If you gave them the opportunity.
If you gave them the opportunity,
they would.
If you gave them a sippy cup where they could walk around all day sucking down that vaccine, they would.
I'm sure we got people asking about booster number 2 by now.
Oh, they can't wait.
Oh, they're just.
Oh,
lined
they
up.
can't wait.
They're
Oh
lined up.
gosh, if it was an enema, they'd be better.
Oh my gosh, they'd love it.
They'd love it. Gosh, give them more of it. Speaking of COVID, Aaron Rodgers, you guys, you hate Aaron Rodgers.
I
don't you?
despise Aaron Rodgers because I'm a Bears fan.
Right.
So it's anything that's better than we are, which is almost everything, we despise. But yes, I just never cared for him anyway as a person. But I have a newfound glory for him now.
So who did you root for when the Bears and the Colts were in the Super Bowl?
Who do you think?
He root for the Bears.
You were rooting for my classmate.
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman? You went to school with him?
He went to B&L.
I am so sorry. I heard he was not a very nice person.
He was not.
I'm sure he wasn't.
He wasn't very nice to the Bears.
He was in Florida, and I hated him there. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers, I kind of got a newfound respect for the man.
yeah,
I missed it. What do you do?
Aaron Rodgers.
I missed it.
Oh, he just kind of.
I don't follow football.
He came out and he
gotta
had told
finish
everybody
that
he's not going to get the vaccine. He's immunized. He's been working on stuff, doing some herbal stuff, working with his doctors, things like that. He didn't get it. Then he got COVID, and everybody just freaked. He freaked. Now, the hypocrisy is really outstanding here because that same week that he got COVID, a former NFL football player ran his Corvette 126 miles an hour into the back of a car, and the car caught on fire and burned the woman inside of it, killed her. But that wasn't in the news. Oh, no. They didn't even talk about that.
No, unvaccinated are more threatening.
Oh,
than that.
no. We had to talk about Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers got on there, and he said, he doesn't like left-leaning people or right-leaning people.
He's kind of in the middle. He's
just like, I don't want to be your hero. And it's like, well, you're not. Don't worry about it. But I admire him. I admire him for just standing up and saying, look, I don't want to do it. And then he said he talked to Joe Rogan.
Oh, poor Joe Rogan.
Oh,
Here he
my
goes
gosh. That's the 2 words you don't say, Joe Rogan. Because they hate
the
Joe
left
Rogan.
hates
Hates
Joe
him with a passion.
Rogan.
because he took ivermectin and a bunch of other stuff, and they can't even call it ivermectin. They always call it a horse dewormer. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And
I hope Joe Rogan sues the tar out of CNN for that.
Yeah. The media, man, it's a bunch of liars. But I have newfound respect for him and stuff like that.
And also the fact he was on all the State Farm commercials, and I guess the cancel culture tried to get him fired from State Farm. State Farm said, "Nope, it's his decision. We stand by it."
Kudos to you guys.
I was like, "Whoa,
I can't believe it."
That is
switch
impressive.
insurance companies, don't we?
Yeah, that's impressive. Like I said, in today's cancel culture, that's nice. It's nice to see every once in a while.
Yeah, if somebody would just step up and be bold. It probably wouldn't turn out too bad for them. Everybody's just so terrified of everything, especially large companies. They have so much to lose. Right?
They're not going to lose anything.
No, but they feel like they will.
Yeah, they'll gain more.
I know.
They will gain more. People like me will start buying from them.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, how many freaking blue-haired liberals buy State Farm insurance?
Well, we talked about this once before.
They don't have any insurance at all.
They're all in the general.
They're the ones, yeah. They're all.
We talked about this once before. Sometimes companies are so large and so in demand that they could bow to cancel culture, knowing that it would have probably hurt them less than going the other way. Because their customers, Amazon for example, you're going to shop there no matter what they do.
Yes, I will.
And that goes that way for the majority of the population of this country.
Yeah. But one man's got to take a stand somewhere.
It's not this guy against Amazon, I'm just saying.
That's this guy right here. But Cal Rittenhouse going to get out.
If he doesn't, they're going to have to go back to court because after that testimony from the guy that got his arm blown off, that guy's an idiot.
Well, and it's like if you read the script from that, not a script, but the minutes from that, it's like they asked him, "Did you aim at him first?" He said no, and the guy's like, "So let me lay this out for you. You did this, you did this, you did this, and then he aimed at you," and he's like, "Yes."
Well, he had to show him the picture because I was watching the live thing of it, and he goes, "No, I didn't aim it at him." And the guy goes, "Okay, hold on," and he pulled the picture up and he goes, "Is this you in this picture?" And he goes, "Yes," and he goes, "Would you say that that's the moment Kyle shot you?" Because it had a picture of his arm just kind of being disintegrated. And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Is that or is that not your Glock pointed at Mr. Rittenhouse while he's sitting on the ground?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "So you were pointing your weapon at Mr. Rittenhouse when he shot you?" "Yes." "And he did not shoot you when your hands were in the air?"
Yeah.
"No." And dude just walked away. Just like mic drop right there. And you could see the prosecution just face palm.
Now, I know that that was the one. What about the other ones? They didn't talk about.
Well, one of them's no longer speaking.
Yes.
One's dead.
Yeah, he did kill the one guy.
He did kill the one.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the other one. I caught some of the bystanders, just a little bit here and there. It just keeps proving the defense's side. Every time they say anything, it basically comes down to why were these people? Well, they were chasing him. Well, why were they chasing him? To inflict bodily harm. That's what they were trying to do. They proved it that these people were chasing him to inflict bodily harm / death. And the one guy that got his bicep obliterated, I don't know where it went. I didn't catch the end of it. But his roommate had a Facebook post of him saying that he wished he would have emptied that magazine at him. So if that's the case, and they somehow, I don't know where that went. I didn't watch the whole entirety of it. But if they can prove that, that's game over. Sorry. Yeah. Close case. Kyle's innocent. He was just protecting himself.
And the beloved dear leader, our moronic president, before he got elected, called him a white supremacist.
For what? Shooting at white people?
I know it.
And the one, by the way, the dude with the skateboard that hit him with the skateboard, which if you're hitting somebody with a skateboard and they have a gun, you deserve to get shot anyway because you're an idiot.
Right. Well, it's a weapon, though.
Yeah, it's a weapon. You're inflicting bodily harm on this person.
Gunfight.
Was a pedophile. He was a convicted pedophile.
I remember seeing something about that.
He's convicted.
I just wonder if Black Rifle Company, I know you guys don't watch this because you're too hip and cool, but if Black Rifle Company, which came out and just totally condemned Kyle, said they didn't want to have anything to do with this guy. If he's exonerated in court,
ooh, that's going to look bad for you guys.
Yeah, are they going to come out and say, you know what, we were wrong? But is anybody ever going to say they're wrong?
No, you know how cancel culture works? They come out and say their behavior was a response of them acting in good faith that they had been given accurate information.
I tell you what I would do, Kyle. once you get out of all this, I would take all those clips from PMSNBC and CNN and all those places where they called you a white supremacist and a murderer and all this stuff, and I would do what that
kid with the red hat,
that MAGA kid with the red hat, who is set for life.
Yep.
I'd do that. I'd sue their eyeballs out.
Yep.
I would. I'd sue Biden if they let me.
There was one more thing I picked up off of that. The guy that got his arm blown off in the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, he's actually got a deal going with the state where he's going to get $10 million if the defense wins. No joke. He has it worked out, and the prosecution brought it up, and the judge was like, "Yeah, well, that's a gray area. We're not really allowed. Don't bring that up, kind of thing." It was like, what? He's gonna get $10 million from the state if the defense wins. I'm like, well, he should have lied a little bit better while he was on stand. What an idiot!
Well, also not PayPal, but GoFundMe pulled any kind of support if you wanted to contribute to Kyle's fund. They pulled that.
But they let you fund BLM for months.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Since it's a new show and you mentioned his name a couple times ago, did you see how low our clueless leaders' approval rating is?
Oh, yeah.
The lowest since World War II?
38%.
38%.
And hers?
You can put it.
It's 10 less than it. It's in the 20s.
So in other words, if he gets booted, that's what we have to look forward to coming in.
She's hard. You could put a brain damaged monkey in there and it'd have a higher approval rating than that idiot.
It'd have more
and probably do a better job.
Yeah, I was about to say it'd have more intelligence.
That's about what we have at the top.
At least he wouldn't poop his pants in front of the Pope and then cut a long one in front of one of the British royalty. This guy, what's wrong with this guy?
It's like we're in the Truman Show or something like that. It's like we're just, they're just putting this absurd stuff in front of us to see how long we're going to be like, now wait a minute, something's not right here.
I bet you he eats alone because if he ate in front of all those people, food would probably pour out of his mouth while he's eating.
That's why they don't give him ice cream.
His dentures will fall out.
They need the baby.
And every time, and he knows people are making fun of him, and every time he gets up there and does I'm supposed to call on some. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks.
Let me check my notes.
I don't have a clue.
Let me check my time.
Shots for everybody. Everybody get a shot. That's all he knows. Then they're going to give $450,000 to illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
He denied that.
Yeah, he denied it.
And then he came back and said they were thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah. He came back and said it again. It's like
$450,000. I can't believe that.
Good news though. 27 states are standing up to the OSHA mandate at this point.
Is it 27 states?
27. At last I checked, it was 27 states standing up to it and saying they were going to sue.
And you know who started all this?
Because OSHA's not a legislative body. They can't make this law.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah. OSHA is to represent the law and to enforce it. Yeah. They are not to make the law.
They can't make laws.
Yeah, and Biden can't make law.
Right.
Because that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And they're not going to put this to a vote because
it'll get demolished.
They're not going to put it to a vote because those dudes know they're dead.
They will lose half of the working force in America.
And we have a conservative news source to thank for what started that. It was Daily Wire sued them the day they announced it.
Yep.
Said, nope, we ain't doing that.
And Shapiro is a avid vaccine. He's for the vaccine.
Yeah, not this one. He's pro-vax, but he is not for this one. Last I checked.
Really? I'm
pro-vaccine, but not for this one.
I thought Shapiro was pro-vaccine for this one. I'm thinking he's got it.
Yeah, because I think him and Candace Owens came out and said they disagree on stuff.
Yeah, and I think Shapiro said he actually got it.
He's not pro-mandate, though.
He's not pro-mandate. Absolutely, no. He is against the mandate. He is pro-vaccine, but he is not for the mandate. And that's what he said. He goes, if I want to get it, that's fine. Shouldn't make anybody else's mind up for them, if they want to get it or not. He said it's their decision.
I just don't understand why companies don't say, "Oh, well, we're going to fine you and do all this stuff." Okay, you're not going to fine us. We're going to take it to court, and you're not going to fine us. You can't.
That's the thing. It's going to take the company standing up because that's the thing. These companies hear, "Oh, the president said we have to do this." Oh, well, we better do it because he's starting fines. A lot of these companies are just going to do it because they don't know any better.
Yeah,
they're run by idiots. Just like when we had the mask mandate first come out down in our county this year. Our sheriff was like, he wrote to the state, said, I'm not enforcing this. This isn't law. Right. I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and they also said that if the mandate does go through, that the unvaccinated have to have weekly tests, wear a mask all the time, and the weekly tests are on your dime.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
That's what I said. Fire me. See ya.
Well, you told me what your test costs.
Well,
I can't afford 4 of those a month.
No
kidding. Golly.
You can find me till your eyes bleed. I don't care. I'll go to prison. I don't care.
Yeah,
I really don't care.
Yeah.
You're gonna throw me in jail for not getting a vaccine? I mean, go ahead and do it.
That's getting to that point.
Yeah, and that'll be the point where people start going nuts.
Will it? I don't know.
I
hope so.
agree.
Can you go to jail without breaking the law?
I mean,
Paul did.
If you don't pay your fines, what are they going to do? Seize your assets? I mean, what are they going? But you saw what they've done with these January 6 people. They've thrown them in a hole.
You don't know about them or anything. You know, they're gone.
They're gone.
They're wiped off the face of the planet.
They're gone.
In this case, you would lose your job.
Yeah.
Well, Revolver News is doing a lot of good stuff on the January 6th thing. So, because they've got a guy who, like, Ray Epps is his name. 10,000 videos of this dude egging everybody on, and he's riding around the golf cart on his place out there in Texas or wherever. Nobody's touching him, can't talk to him. He's fine, not going to get arrested, nothing, because he was put there to make this stuff happen. It's insane. Tucker Carlson has done a 3-part series on it, fantastic series on it.
He is very underrated.
People need. Well, I don't think Tucker's underrated. I think people know.
I don't think enough people know about him though.
Yeah.
Because he's just on Fox News or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's not really put out there a whole lot. If he is, he gets censored. So.
Well, more COVID news. Italy has come out and revised their numbers.
Oh, I saw this.
Where they said we're going to differentiate between the two groups: whoever died with COVID and who died from COVID.
Oh, I bet that changed their number significantly.
It went from 130,000 to less than 4,000.
Big discrepancy there.
Yeah, which is same for common cold.
Yeah, they lose 4,000
no
people a year
I don't
for
believe
that.
it. Oh.
Yeah. So I take that article that is printed in an Italian newspaper.
That's lower than flu numbers too.
Yeah, I take it. It's been translated to English. I post it on Facebook.
You bad boy.
And they banned me for 24 hours.
Oh, so you're back. You could be back.
I could be back if I wanted to be.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it was that or my quote from a Nazi. I don't know which one that was.
It was the picture.
It was a picture. Okay,
yeah,
maybe that's what it was.
I get a notification that says...
I was already in trouble with that because they did the missing context thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, missing what context is it missing?
It's actually adding context.
I did a quote from Joseph Goebbels, who was a propaganda minister for Hitler, who said, if you tell a lie that's big enough and you tell it enough, people will start to believe it.
That is a true story, though.
And the state, the quote goes on, it's the state's job to stop any opposition, to stop. And so what happens is the state eventually becomes enemies with the truth. Mm-hmm. I thought, well, I'll put that on there. And I would like to think that they banned me because it was from Joseph Goebbels. But I know they banned me because of what it was saying.
I don't know which picture it was. I remember getting the notification.
It was it's a quote. It wasn't a picture. It was a quote.
Well, the picture is what... I got a notification that said Lee posted a picture, and I thought, oh no, what did he put on here now?
Yeah.
And I clicked on it, and it just went blank, and I said, he's gone.
It's over. He's out.
So I got on there and somebody did something I was going to post, and they said, you're not allowed to post for 24 hours.
Nice.
Really? That's great. And so I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I'm done with Facebook, folks. I'm just done with it. It is run by a group of Nazis, and I can't believe I put up with this long. I mean, because everything that they've done. Now, I mean, if you're on Facebook, you're posting pictures of your kids, the sports, and it's a way to keep in touch with family and friends. I get that and fine. But if you're like me, who posts his opinion a lot, then it's a whole different site for people like me, and that's kind of the point where I'm at. And I got tired, man, of I got tired of a transsexual pedophile from your anus stand telling me that I can't post this, or I can't post this, or you've been fact checked on this, or you don't have a right. It's like I can post. It's America, man. I can post this on here as long as it's not porn or violent images or anything like that. I can post my opinion on something.
Yeah. Everybody else does.
And the fact checkers have come out, and it's not about facts anymore. It's about we disagree with what you're saying. Because if you put on there and say the Bible's not true, they're not going to fact check you. You put on there the Quran is not true, they're going to fact check you.
Yes.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's...
Fact checkers are a myth. It's too fast. There are not humans reviewing those images.
No,
it's too fast.
Algorithms.
The moment you hit send, within seconds you can be marked for missing context.
I think they saw I think they saw the Goebbels thing,
and
that was either that or that quote. And that quote is used a lot by a lot of people, and it's attributed to Goebbels, but I don't know. It's been around forever.
Well, I'll try to put the quote on mine, and we'll see what happens. I'll just leave the name off.
Send me that picture.
Yeah. Because if I get banned, I don't care.
I'm going to send you guys a picture and see if you get banned. That would be an interesting...
We might not be flagged, though, as much as you are. You're like a repeat offender.
I'm shadow banned, flagged. I am.
I've never been banned, so...
It's like I'm...
And I posted some pretty mean things.
I've been warned.
It's like I'm a terrorist.
I've got warnings. I've not been banned.
I don't know if I've ever been warned.
Yeah. 24 hours.
Crap, I just said it. Now they're going to... Who's your hillbilly?
You need to send both things that you posted that day, because I don't know which one got you.
Yeah. We'll post it all. We don't care.
Okay, I'll do the Italy thing.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the other thing.
Yeah, send it to us.
I'm done.
We don't care.
I mean, I feel almost convicted about it. And Facebook is just, it's a monster. And it's like everybody knows it's a monster.
But no one can stop.
No one can stop, but nobody wants to do anything about it. And I don't see, what I don't get is I went over to Getter and did a profile. GETTR. And it looks exactly like Facebook. Mm-hmm. It does. I mean, there's no difference between the two. Except on your home feed, you don't get a bunch of advertisements.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Dinesh D'Souza is over there. Mark Levine is over there.
They're all still on Parler every day, too. It's not down. I did find
Parler looked too much, I don't know, like Twitter. I mean, it didn't look... Getter looks like Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why... if every conservative said, we'll see you, Facebook, we're out of here.
Facebook has too much power at this point.
We've created a giant that is irrepeatable right now, because right now we have more attention and followers on Facebook than we do on YouTube. This show does. Mm-hmm. So when we turn our back on YouTube, it hurts us. And I mean, on Facebook, it hurts us. And Facebook knows that. There's no other competitor that helps in that category. Right. It's a shame.
Why is it so popular? Tony, do you have it?
Well,
there's people out there who don't have it, and they just live happy lives.
They have way better lives because they don't know anything. They're just like, I don't care. It doesn't affect them anyway. We just let this stuff get to us, and then we get all mad, and then...
It's genius on Facebook's part. It really is. They started off with something that was posting updates, right?
Yeah.
And then they saw, people like to share pictures. Mm-hmm. Now it's Instagram, which is also Facebook. Yeah. There's no way around that. So now every time somebody shares a picture, it's connected to Facebook. So they're just... And what do people do in this day and age? They take pictures of themselves and share it.
Yeah. I know.
Or they take pictures of their car. Whatever it is.
That's more likely for us, but yeah.
and then Facebook was like, well, TikTok's being successful. We're going to do our own thing called Reels.
So, yeah, you get on Facebook, and like I go 2 things down, and it's like Reels. And I'm like, this looks like a TikTok video. I click on it, and it's literally a TikTok video. It's got the brand TikTok in the video. Corner, and I'm like, really, guys? So then I close Facebook, and I go to TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay. You're right. TikTok's better. So let's go to TikTok. TikTok is better than you, Facebook. Deal with it.
Oh, Google will buy them. Google or Facebook will buy
You're
TikTok.
right. They will. I don't know. The Chinese own it, and Chinese own everything else. So,
yeah,
maybe not. They got lots of money. TikTok is starting to ban, though. They're starting to do a lot more shadow banning. So,
but I understand. I mean, a lot of people, do post stuff, related to family and things like that, and that's what they use it for. But it's just, I mean, if you knew what Facebook was doing behind your back, collecting information on you, sending that information to other people, you get the calls that you get because of what Facebook does. You get, you get harassed by people because Facebook passes that stuff on them. Mm-hmm. And we're just like, okay.
All in the name of trying to tailor your Facebook experience more to you by spying on you.
Tony, I don't know how we survived, man. We didn't have Facebook or Amazon.
That's tough.
What
did you have to actually drive to a store?
We didn't allowed to do that anymore.
We didn't. Have
we
YouTube.
can't do that. What are you talking about?
We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have any of those things.
And you had Justin TV in your younger years, which was the beginning of YouTube. YouTube was actually started by an individual named Justin, Justin.tv, and YouTube said, "No, that's mine." Google said that.
Google said, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember MySpace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably actually still have a MySpace out there somewhere.
Is it still out?
Apparently, you can, if you remember your credentials, you can log back into it.
Oh.
It was kind of like a retro thing for a while, people logging into it.
So
I'd probably see a bunch of goth pictures of myself, and
that'd
be about it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, that's why I got off there.
Yeah, you need to find that page.
Yeah.
And that's it for the news. We thank you guys for watching. Been kind of boring tonight because COVID's boring.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're just tired.
We've been talking about it for 2 years.
We've been talking about it for 2 freaking years.
What are we going to do if it ever actually goes
I don't know. We
away?
won't have a program anymore.
We won't have a Monday show or a Friday show.
Yeah, it is. Sorry. We'll have to go straight
This is going to be like global warming. It's going to continue to go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It is. And have you noticed kind of like COVID's kind of taking a back seat now? All of a sudden, global warming's coming back.
It is amazing how global warming snuck back into it.
It snuck back in, and then it'll go away, and then the COVID will come back. That's the 2 things they're going to use to redistribute wealth. Those 2 things right there.
Yep. So,
it is what it is, folks. I miss the 80s.
Me too, and I don't remember.
I don't know what I would do. I'd sit in when my internet goes out, I'd just sit in a room and cry. But I don't know what I'm going to do.
Sit in there with your regular Nintendo in the 80s, 1987.
Yeah, we didn't need no internets back then.
We didn't.
No. We had a thing called outside.
We picked up a phone, called people, and we went over to people's houses on the weekends.
You could pick the phone up, and if you were lucky, you could go like halfway across the house because you had that cord that was that super long cord that always got tangled up and like into a knot. You're over there like unknotting it as you're walking.
We had ours in the kitchen, and it would reach to my bedroom, but I had to lay on the floor.
Yep, right by your door.
You put it underneath the door, and I had to lay on the floor to be able to talk on it.
Oh, the good old days. See, kids don't know this.
Actually, I had to get up and change my channels, but there was only 3, so it wasn't a big deal. Yeah.
I think I had a remote by that time.
I remember when Fox came on.
A wired remote. It was only like 6 feet long.
Yeah, but we had remotes. We didn't have to we had to get up at night, not all the way to the TV. Yeah. Like we had to get up and go to the coffee stand, and the coffee table and do it. Mm-hmm. That was better times.
Oh, it's just so funny because I don't know what we're only going to be the ones who are going to be able to survive if the apocalypse hits. The only people who are going to live through the rapture and all that stuff, well, after the rapture, is going to be people who lived in the 80s.
What about people born in the 80s?
Because all these millennials will be killing themselves because there's no internet.
Oh, I forgot to bring it up since you're talking about topics like that. Somebody commented on a YouTube video and said we should talk about the 5 pieces of tech that we cannot live without.
5?
5. Only 5.
Okay, are we considering air conditioning? Not
this show.
Oh. 5 pieces of what?
Technology.
Like air conditioning, I don't know if I want to live without.
Yeah.
Is that a piece of technology?
Yeah.
Okay, air conditioning and heat.
No, it's a different show. Next future topic.
All right, next week we'll talk about the 5.
We'll talk about it.
5 pieces of tech
we cannot live without. But what? Okay.
No, next week.
What do you mean by tech? Let's straighten this out.
We'll have to define that this week.
Okay.
I grew up in a house with no air conditioning, so.
Why?
I don't know.
But would you want to now?
Nowhere. Yeah, you put a box fan in the window.
What? Why?
We were strategic, man. We knew how to put box fans in windows to get that draft coming through the house.
Yeah.
Sucking in from the cool side.
The houses used to be made with the windows on the ends and everywhere. Yep. Now, not anymore. You can't even open windows.
Suck it in from the shady side, blow it out on the sunny side.
Yeah. It was neat. That's why I sleep with a fan. It just
it explains a lot.
Okay. We'll do that next week. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and share. We love you guys. Thank you. Follow us on the name we shall not speak of. If you haven't been on there yet.
The Metaverse.
The Metaverse. Make everything Trump again.
Yeah.
And
we're getting banned for that one.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
And follow us on Getter if you're not on there yet. It's a good site. Check it out. We love
Getter done.
See you. Peace.
The Gospel Broalition is done, leaving behind charred minds, exhaust fumes, ammo, multiple cigar wrappers, and an empty bottle of bourbon. Mission accomplished. You've been listening to the Gospel Broalition with Pastor Lee, J.R. Robinson, and the Hoosier Hillbilly, Mike Paul. A show for men, by men. If it's religion,
I could honestly
politics, cars, guns, cigars, and anything else flammable, we're talking about it. We hope you enjoy the
shoot
show.
yourself if
We know we had fun. We'll be back soon, and thank you for being a part of the Gospel Broalition.